Hello everyone, welcome to Snuggle Dreams. Subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a new video. The American Revolution, 1775 to 1783. Boring history for sleep tonight. We travel back more than 250 years to a time when 13 small British colonies stretched along the eastern coast of North America. There were no cars, no electricity, no telephones, and no internet. People traveled on horseback, by wagon, or by sailing ships that crossed the Atlantic Ocean in journeys lasting several weeks. Life was slow, but it was also uncertain. At the time, the colonies were ruled by Great Britain and King George III. Although many colonists considered themselves loyal British subjects, they were becoming increasingly frustrated with the decisions made by a government thousands of miles away. After the costly French and Indian War ended in 1763, Britain found itself deeply in debt. To recover money, Parliament introduced new taxes on the American colonies. One of the most famous was the Stamp Act of 1765. It required colonists to pay taxes on newspapers, legal papers, books, and many everyday documents. Many people believed this was unfair because they had no representatives in the British Parliament. Their complaint became famous throughout history: no taxation without representation. Over the next several years, tensions continued to grow. In 1770, a tragic event known as the Boston Massacre shocked the colonies. British soldiers fired into a crowd, killing several civilians. Although the event involved only a few people, newspapers spread dramatic stories that increased anger against British rule. 3 years later came another famous protest. On a cold December night in 1773, a group of colonists secretly boarded British ships in Boston Harbor. Disguised as Native Americans, they threw hundreds of chests of tea into the water. This became known as the Boston Tea Party. Britain responded with harsh punishment. The government closed Boston Harbor and introduced strict new laws that became known as the Intolerable Acts. Instead of calming the situation, these measures united many colonies against British authority. By 1775, the conflict could no longer be solved with words alone. On April 19th, British soldiers marched toward the towns of Lexington and Concord to seize colonial weapons. Local militia members gathered to stop them. Someone fired a single gunshot. No one knows exactly who pulled the trigger. That mysterious shot later became known as the shot heard around the world. It marked the beginning of the American Revolutionary War. Ordinary farmers, blacksmiths, shopkeepers, and teachers suddenly found themselves becoming soldiers. Many had little military training. Some carried hunting rifles instead of standard military weapons. They left behind their homes and families, uncertain if they would ever return. Early morning in colonial America. Farmers and townspeople quietly prepare their muskets as British redcoats march toward Lexington through the mist. The first shots are fired at Lexington Green. Smoke fills the air as colonial militia face British soldiers for the first time. The Battle of Concord begins. Colonial fighters hide behind trees and stone walls, firing at advancing British troops. British soldiers retreat toward Boston, while colonial militia continue attacking from forests and roadside cover. General George Washington arrives on horseback to take command of the Continental Army outside Boston. Poorly equipped American soldiers train in a snowy military camp, wearing worn-out clothes and carrying old muskets. The brutal winter at Valley Forge. Soldiers suffer from hunger, cold, and disease while trying to survive. The Continental Army grows stronger through constant training and discipline under experienced officers. American and British armies meet on an open battlefield. Cannons fire, smoke covers the field, and soldiers advance in long battle lines. French warships arrive to support the American colonies, changing the course of the war. The Siege of Yorktown begins. American and French forces surround British positions with heavy cannons. British soldiers wave white flags as